It's #1 team in the country is coming in, and I think as you look over the history of our programs, these have been some of the most exciting games back and forth. I think Wisconsin brings out the best in us, we bring out the best in them, and it's just a real good, healthy rivalry.
What makes them as good? What makes them so good?
Well, they're incredibly deep. They've got arguably the best goaltender in the country in Rene Debian, 6 defensemen that can play. All 3 of their lines are scoring. They're just a real complete hockey team, and they're well coached, and so very deserving of that #1 ranking, and a team that's going to be real tough to beat here. Not really. I think our teams are actually built very similar, and we both like to get up and down the rink and play fast and try and force your opponents into causing some turnovers, and the ones that can cause those turnovers and capitalize them usually win. Yeah, I think I was just talking to one of our players walking down, and you know, I said they're pumped up for the weekend, and that's one of the great things about when you play Wisconsin or some of these top teams. You never have to worry about your team not being ready. It's a matter of keeping those emotions in check and coming out in front of a really big crowd and having a lot of fun. Yeah, well, I think we've been playing really well over the last month, and so the goal is really to keep that going. We know that you know, trying to catch Wisconsin here in the WCHA race, that can't happen, but we're still in the dogfight here with Duluth and trying to sew up that #2 seed. And then just going into playoffs, you want to be playing some real good hockey, and so to be able to play North Dakota and now Wisconsin, it only prepares you that much more for the playoff run. Well, it's a lot like playing against ourselves every day in practice. We've got 3 lines that can score. We've got 6 really good defensemen and good goaltending. So we see it every day in practice. It's just a matter of going out there and executing, and it's a lot harder said than done, because when they're punching you in the face and skating up and down the ice, you need to make sure that you're punching them back and skating just as hard and creating those turnovers. So preparation is a lot like any other weekend. We're going to watch some video on them, but we know their team real well. They know ours real well, and so it's just a matter of who can execute at a higher level.